Good morning and welcome to the second and last segment of the breakfast meeting. My name is Ibrahim, and again, thank you so much for keeping your eyes on NBS TV. Discussing more about what is happening in the country, and now we are going to be focusing on the insurance. With the financial market in turmoil, it's tempting to become internally focused. But how are the insurers handling this? Joining me in the studio this wonderful morning, it is Alhaj Kaddunabbi, Lubega, Ibrahim, Chief Executive Officer, the Insurance Regulatory Authority, Uganda. And we're going to be discussing insurance, just like I've said. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mordecai, and good morning, viewers.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
One would want to understand, for those ones who do not know about the Insurance Regulatory Authority, Uganda, would want to know, what do they do?
The Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda was created by an act of parliament with the intentions of regulating and supervising the business of insurance in Uganda. One of our core functions is really to protect the interests of policyholders and beneficiaries. And we do this in many ways, one of which is we see the adequacy of the insurance companies to provide the business of insurance to the people they buy, they sell insurance policies to. But we also protect the interests of the policyholders, and one way is using the Complaints Bureau. We also advise government on adequacy of insurance to its properties and assets, and indeed we do many other things as per the Insurance Act 2017.
The insurance industry seems to be resilient, standing strong amid COVID-19. As a CEO and regulator, how has been your role in these unprecedented times?
Definitely, we have had to intervene in many ways, and one way was to make sure that the sector is ready to face the challenge. And the challenge was that this is the time when insurance must prove that we are here for the people. Indeed, we engaged the players. Under normal circumstances, pandemics or epidemics wouldn't be covered under the insurance contracts. However, we engaged the insurance players, and they were good enough and agreed with us to exempt that exclusion. So now the insurance companies went ahead to cover people during this pandemic. And we also had to make sure that they are strong enough. So we increased our surveillance on the insurance companies. I'm happy to say that all the insurance companies in Uganda are healthy and are good to go.
Let's shift the conversation a little bit. There's been a conversation of oil and gas insurance. What is the latest update on that arrangement?
Oil and gas is one thing which is promising really to the Ugandan economy, and it is also promising to the insurance industry. Oil and gas, what we did in order to ensure that we are compliant with the Insurance Act, which says that things found in Uganda, things of value found in Uganda should be insured in Uganda. We went ahead and made sure that the players form a consortium. And the consortium is going to be the first point of offering insurance to all oil and gas. And we have given a schedule of those products which must go through the consortium. Then whatever has to be offloaded outside the country, the consortium and all other Ugandan licensed companies will offload it to the reinsurers outside the country. It is interesting to note that when this is done, at least Ugandans will be benefiting immensely from this oil and gas transactions. Anytime we are informed that the The licenses have been given out, and we are ready to start pumping our oil out of the ground. The insurance industry is ready. We have gone ahead to provide regulations which are almost ready now, and we have given guidelines. Even if oil and gas is started on today or tomorrow, we are ready as the insurance industry.
Thank you. We've heard of this marine insurance and having importers to insure their cargo locally. One would be interested to know when is it taking effect, and away from taking effect, don't you think importers are about to run out of it?
I can understand that really importers have waited for long. We held discussions with the Shippers Council, with the CASITA, with UMA, with all stakeholders, and we agreed that effective 1st of July 2020, we are supposed to roll out this program. We agreed with the Uganda Revenue Authority that we should be on the single clearing window, and that was supposed to be that. However, there were some exercises which were supposed to be concluded before 1st of July. COVID intervened, and what I can say, I can assure the importers that we have restarted the meetings with the URA, and hopefully in about a month or so, we expect this exercise to be concluded. As soon as it is concluded, we shall roll out the localization of marine and goods in transit, all to be insured in Uganda. It is important to note that this is going to be very beneficial to the importers, because when someone offers you insurance from Uganda, you pay in Uganda shillings. But even if the unlikely event is to happen and you are to suffer a loss, then you can just walk into the insurance company and it pays you. If there is anybody who has any complaint of whatever nature, he can walk into the Insurance Regulatory Authority and complain against an insurer. But we do not expect any complaint against an insurance company, because they are aware and they are just yearning to start this program.
We understand there is an industrial transition to risk-based supervision, commonly known as RiskBased. What is this, and how will it help supervise and regulate in the insurance industry in Uganda?
Okay, RiskBased or risk-based supervision is one of the new normal, if we are to use that terminology, which is used these days very much, because before we were using what we called compliance-based, and compliance-based was ticking the box. Do you have this? We tick. Do you have this? We tick. Do you have this? We tick. Now, it was realized that many of the companies which went under had all ticks, but they definitely had some issues. So now what it was agreed at the International Association of Insurance Supervisors that the insurance core principles were changed. And now we need to look at each insurance company depending on the risk it underwrites. Now, the risk-based supervision means that we shall look at each insurance company depending on the risk appetite it has, and depending on how we see it is likely to have problems. And risk-based supervision is the mode which is used now world over.
Oh, well, what is the progress on the uptake of the agriculture insurance? A product that should surely be not only be for elite, as the insurance is perceived in Uganda as for the elite.
We want to demystify that insurance is for the elite. We want everybody who is in Karamoja digging. You are digging on 2 acres, 3 acres, 5 acres. even if you are digging on a square mile or 2 square miles, we want you to be served by insurance. And in doing so, we realized that majority of Ugandans are engaged in agriculture. There could be no better way of reaching out to the Ugandans or serving Ugandans other than rolling out agriculture insurance. I would like to say that the figures we are seeing are encouraging. We rolled it out in about 2017, and in 2018, premiums of about 5 billion were underwritten from agriculture insurance. However, in 2019, premiums of about 12 billion were underwritten in agriculture insurance. To us, this is the way to go. I am also happy that government realized that this is one way it can make sure that the farmers who form the core of all Ugandans are served, and government put there a premium subsidy. So up to 50% of the premiums are subsidized by government for the small farmers. And this depends on where you come from. For those who are in northern Uganda, they can even go up to 70%. And for the large-scale farmers, premiums of up to 30% is subsidized by government. I want to encourage Ugandans to use this chance and buy agriculture insurance so that they do not suffer. People like those in Bududa suffered losses, and they were paid by the Agriculture Consortium. I want to encourage many other Ugandans to form groups, reach out to any insurance company which is a member of the consortium, and ask for the agriculture insurance.
When all this is said and done, there are some challenges that cannot be avoided. For example, complaints from unsatisfied policyholders. As regulators, are you putting in place mechanism, to address this?
The Insurance Act already put a mechanism in place, and the mechanism is there is a complaints bureau at the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda. We have looked at the composition of the complaints bureau, and the team which is there now is ready and willing to serve Ugandans at any time. Also, people can be dissatisfied after the Complaints Bureau has handled your issue. We have put in place an appeals tribunal. You can appeal to the appeals tribunal. And again, even if you are not satisfied with the decisions of the appeals tribunal, you can still go to courts of law. And this is all intended to ensure that whoever is not satisfied with the services of insurance providers has a redress. I want to encourage Ugandans to use the services of the Appeals Tribunal and the Complaints Bureau. They can reach us on 0800-124-124. That is a toll-free number which they can reach out to the Insurance Regulatory Authority, or they can walk into to our offices. We will definitely serve them.
Well, we are getting close to the end of the show. I will request you to give your concluding remark.
I would like to thank you and thank the management of NBS for inviting us, and also for partnering with the Insurance Regulatory Authority to see that the public gets to know what goes on in the insurance industry. I would like to encourage all Ugandans, whoever has anything of value, and in here I mean beginning with your life, because it has value, please do insure it. Even if you have a mobile telephone handset, please insure it. Even your house, please insure it. Your life, workers' compensation, please is a compulsory policy. Please take it up. And I would like to encourage each one and everybody, whoever is lacking any information, reach out to us at the Insurance Regulatory Authority, or your preferred insurer, or preferred insurance broker. He will offer you that service, and you will definitely be served. We want to serve Ugandans, and we want to be with Ugandans as we go through this COVID period at all times.
Thank you so much for joining us this wonderful morning. Is Alhaj Kaddunabbi Ibrahim Lubega, the CEO of the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda. My name is Mordecai Mlisa. This is the end of the breakfast meeting. Until we catch up another day, I wish you a blessed morning.